Welcome to St. Paul's Church in Llandudno. This is the
7-minute
Sermon!
Here in Llandudno we have lots of sheep and lots of goats. The goats are actually quite famous, but today we'll hear another famous bit of the Bible where Jesus talks about sorting out the sheep and the goats. Our reading is from the Gospel of St. Matthew, chapter 25. Jesus said, "When he finally arrives, blazing in beauty, and all his angels with him, the Son of Man will take his place on the glorious throne. Then all the nations will be arranged before him, and he will sort the people out, like a shepherd sorts sheep and goats, putting sheep to his right and goats to his left. Then the king will say to those on his right, 'Enter, you are blessed by my Father. Take what's coming to you in this kingdom. It's been ready for you since the world's foundation, and here's why. I was hungry and you fed me. I was thirsty and you gave me a drink. I was homeless and you gave me a room. I was shivering and you gave me clothes. I was sick and you stopped to visit. I was in prison and you came to me.' Then those sheep are going to say, 'Master, what are you talking about? When did we ever see you hungry and feed you, thirsty and give you a drink? And then did we ever see you sick or in prison and come to you?' Then the king will say, 'I'm telling the solemn truth. Whenever you did one of these things to someone overlooked or ignored, that was me. You did it to me.' Then he'll turn to the goats, the ones on his left, and say, 'Get out, you worthless goats. You're nothing good to me but the fires of hell, because I was hungry and you gave me no meal. I was thirsty and you gave me no drink. I was homeless and you gave me no bed. I was shivering and you gave me no clothes. Sick and imprisoned and you never visited.' Then those goats are going to say, 'Master, what are you talking about? When did we ever see you hungry or thirsty, or homeless or shivering, or sick or in prison, and didn't help?' He will answer them, 'I'm telling the solemn truth. Whenever you failed to do that to one of these things, to someone who was being overlooked or ignored, that was me. You failed to do it to me.' Then those goats will be herded to their eternal death, but the sheep to their eternal reward." Jesus says that if you help other people who are hungry, thirsty, or in need, then you've helped him. One way that we have been helping people over the last term is by supporting the local food banks. So which are we, sheep or goats? We asked our vicar, Reverend Sam, to help us work out how God is going to decide.
Okay, so what I've got here is I've got some animals, some farmyard animals, and I want you girls to separate them into their families. So I want a family of goats here, I want a family of swans, cats and cows. Separate them into their families. They say that you can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family. And when we become Christians at our baptism, we become disciples of Jesus Christ. We become students of Jesus Christ. But we also are adopted into the family of God. And when Jesus tells us, compels us, asks us, encourages us to look after the poor, to care for those who are in need, for those who are homeless, for widows, for orphans, for those who are on their own, he's not doing it because it's like our duty as Christians. He's not asking us because if we do it well, we'll get a reward at the end of it. It's not about that. It's about being a part of the family of God. And when we become part of the family of God, we're not on our own. We're part of this huge, huge family that spans across the world. And Jesus includes the poor, the lonely, the oppressed in his family. And therefore it's not out of duty or out of wanting a reward. It's out of love. It's out of love for our own members of our own family to care for those who are in need. How are we getting on? Have we got our different families set up?
Yeah, I've got mine for me. I mean, I've got a few.